Today I'm working on an Xbox One X that won't show a display on the screen. I'm gonna see if I can fix it, but first let me show you what it's doing. So we have it all started up, but unfortunately it's just showing nothing on the screen. Now when I had it hooked up earlier to a different TV, it would show a black screen and then it would kind of flash blue and then go back to black. So I'm not totally sure what's going on. I'm thinking probably either there's a problem in the HDMI system or in the hard drive system. If any of you guys know the Xbox systems, if the hard drive goes bad, a lot of times it'll actually not show a signal on the screen either. But since it was flashing on my other TV, I'm thinking maybe an HDMI system problem, but I think it's time to do what I do best, and that's take it apart. Once that's off, I'm going to remove these two screws and then these long screws out of the case. All the parts and tools that I use for these repairs are linked in the description below. I have an Amazon shop that has everything in it that I use. And as most of you probably know, I do get a small commission if you buy anything from my shop. Now once we have those off, we need to remove this ribbon cable. And with that ribbon cable removed, we can get the rest of this out of the bottom case. Next, I'm going to remove all these other silver screws, the screws over here, and the screws that hold this board in. Now with all those screws removed, we can flip it over and take the other two screws out of the top. We got one here and one here. Then we can lift the top off. So the first thing I need to do is figure out whether it's a hard drive issue or whether it's an HDMI issue. So what I'm going to do is put a different hard drive in that I know works, and we'll see if we get anything on the screen. If we do, then we know it's not the HDMI system and it's a hard drive issue. If it doesn't come up on the screen, then we know we're dealing with an HDMI issue. So we can just loosen this, sort of, and we can get to the cables under the disk drive for the hard drive. Going to use a pair of pliers with nice sharp teeth. Don't want to mess up these connectors. So just get your pliers on, pull and wiggle back and forth. And there we go. Just need to loosen this hard drive enough to get this connector off so we can connect that to a different hard drive. There we go. We'll set this hard drive aside and we'll put the known good hard drive in here and then we'll check it. So here we have our good hard drive. And we're just gonna set it in here like this. We don't need it to be in there permanently, as even if the hard drive's bad, this isn't the one we're gonna put in. We're just using it for testing. There we go. Now we need to hook the power button back on. And now we can hook it up and see what happens. Now I have it all hooked up, let's see if we get a signal. So we still get no signal at all, so it looks like it's probably an HDMI system problem. So I'm going to take it apart the rest of the way and then we'll check that out. Now since we have to get the motherboard out, we pretty much have to disassemble all of this entire thing, so let's get started. I'm going to remove the disk drive out of this part first, then we got to get the fan and the power supply out. Now all we have left is the 4 screws under here. And then we can lift the motherboard out. And there we go. Now in order to get a good look at the HDMI port, I will need to take off the heatsink as well. Now we have the clamp off. We just need to pull up on the heatsink and it comes loose. And here we have all of this is actually like a kind of like a viscous thermal paste. It's not thermal pads. So I do have that linked up in my Amazon shop in the description. So if you need some of that, because there's not any way to buy them that I know of because it's hard to tell the thickness and whatnot. So if you need the viscous paste, it is linked in my Amazon shop. Okay, now we can get a good look at all of the HDMI components. I'm guessing that this chip is faulty. That's probably going to be the first thing I take a look at, as when I looked before, the HDMI port itself looked fine. I'm going to get you guys zoomed up so you can have a look. So here you can see the HDMI system a little bit better. We've got HDMI in here, and then we've got this, as far as I know, it's a retimer chip. I don't even really know what it's supposed to do, but apparently it retimes. Anyways, I have seen this little chip go bad from lightning damage, and then we also have these little filters here. So I'm gonna look at all this under a microscope. I think I'll probably end up replacing this, and we'll see if that will take care of it. So we checked all the pins on the HDMI port and they were fine. We checked all of these filters to make sure that there was continuity between the legs, and there was. And we checked this to see if there was any strange sorts to ground, and I didn't see any at all. So I went ahead and replaced this retimer chip. So let's get it back together and see if that fixed it. Now I have it together enough to test it. Let's see if we got it working. What do you think? Is it gonna work? Let's find out. Hey, here we go. Look at this. So it's not in full HD, but we should be able to get in and change that. The good news is that I think we might have it working. So I'm not gonna show any more of this screen because I don't wanna show the gamer tag, but it looks like we have this one working. It looks like it was just the retimer chip. I will make sure that it does display in 1080p and 4K just to make sure that that part's working, but it looks like this one is for sure a fix. Thanks so much for watching. Keep an eye on my channel if you wanna see more fixes. Let me know what other fixes you wanna see, and I hope you have a good day.